right, if travel is in the stars for you this year, our next guest may help you pick a reason to travel rather than a destination. There are some unconventional travel trends on the rise, and joining us to break it all down is travel journalist Jennifer Broome. So welcome to New York Living.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, you know, it's been so cold this week. I think we're all dreaming of warmer destinations and just going somewhere.
Don't say a cruise, please.
Not a cruise.
Please don't give me cruise guilt.
I'm not going to give you cruise guilt.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're the only one in my life who's not giving me cruise guilt.
I mean, the cruises are fabulous, though.
Yeah,
But there
apparently.
are actual travel trends, right?
Yeah, there
I'm
really
reading
are.
about this, that they spark why people are traveling. Night tourism?
Yeah, so night tourism or astrotourism, noctourism would be the phrases that you're going to hear. And these have to do with the night sky. Guys, think about it. From the solar eclipse last year to people chasing the northern lights. And there's one spot in the U.S. that is world renowned for it. I'm taking you to Arizona. We're going to Tucson. It's the epicenter of astrotourism. In fact, they have the world's first Astro Trail. It just came out to go and visit some of their different observatories. There's Saguaro National Park. It is right there in the city, so it's kind of a cool national park to go experience as well. But it's just a spot where you go and you go for the night skies. Truly, Mount Lemmon, you can check out the observatory there. So a lot of things to do, but astrotourism is a big one. Northern lights, eclipses, those dark sky spaces.
They have a great. They used to have a great club called Cactus Moon in Tucson as well. I lived there for 2 years, so I know.
Nice.
It's a wonderful place. Yeah,
and the food.
Food's great. Food's awesome. Yeah.
So it is a UNESCO city of gastronomy. Only one of two in the United States.
Oh. I don't know what that means, but it sounds very fancy and wonderful.
All about the food.
How about active tourism, kind of people going out and doing activities and things like that?
Yeah, so active tourism, and in particular for female solo travel, has been super hot the past couple of years. This year, it's changing up just a little bit. It's not just about going solo, but it's actually going on active, thrill-seeking treks, adventures, things like that. Guys, I actually went last June to Machu Picchu. That's a spot that's on a lot of people's bucket list, but I did it a different way. Instead of going the Inca Trail, which is the most popular trail to get there and does face over-tourism, I went on the Salcantay Trail. Really had a great time. I went with Alpaca Expeditions. It's indigenous owned. They are empowering women there in Peru. So our entire trek, I did the first ever all-female trek on the Salcantay Trail. So I think it's that way to just really up the ante for the female traveler out there that wants to go. Maybe think about taking that solo into more of a thrill-seeking adventure or a trek.
It's funny because the solo adventures thing was something. It was always been a puzzle to me. Like people that can go travel alone and like meet friends and all that stuff. And I'm always giving so much credit. And my father-in-law goes biking. He like goes to Portugal and like alone and just bikes with, and he meets biking friends and they go together.
But here's what I found: like traveling solo, because I travel all over the world solo, you're never really traveling alone.
Right.
You always meet, whether you're sitting at the bar or sitting at a table, talking to a driver, talking to somebody in a hotel. You know, I feel like you're never truly alone.
Yeah,
unless you come to New York and nobody wants to talk to you. They're like, just go away, tourist.
Oh, I don't know. I had a fabulous Uber driver who talked my ear off on the way here
You're
this
the one.
morning.
You're an anomaly.
We also want to talk to you about slow travel.
So slow travel has been a big thing since a lot of people, the digital nomad, people working from home, longer honeymoons, that kind of thing. But this year, I think it's really transcending into those bucket list destinations. We're going to Victoria Falls. Instead of just going in there and getting in and out in 24 hours, even 48 hours, really take more time and enjoy these places. So what you can do at Victoria Falls, of course, go on a walking tour, do the helicopter, take a day trip. It sits on the border of Zimbabwe and Zambia. So I did a day trip over to Zambia, and I actually did the Devil's Pool. I'm afraid of heights, and there I am.
Stop. No, don't you dare.
Yes.
Come on.
If you're afraid of heights, you can do it. It is so much fun.
No, don't do this.
It is so much fun. But guys, there's also this place called Elephant Camp.
Wow.
It is a safari that is just 20 minutes from town. It's in a wildlife sanctuary, Wild Horizons Wildlife Sanctuary. So you also can get that safari experience just 20 minutes away. A sundowner, as they call them over in Africa, is just absolutely epic to watch the sun go down over the Zambezi River. It's also a very great launching point to go to Hwenge National Park. I spend a lot of time in national parks in the United States and throughout the world, and it's a wonderful, just quick little 15-minute flight to this incredible national park that you can go and do a walking safari, which is a whole different experience at
Yeah.
Huengue Bush
sure.
Camp.
And there's there's nothing in front. You're just walking.
It's
through.
exhilarating.
Sorry, I wanted to hear shot
It's
right there.
exhilarating. when you almost have that feeling of getting surrounded by elephants,
Yeah.
it's phenomenal.
That's
It is
awesome.
good. It is a good feeling.
Yeah.
Okay. I love you say you took a day trip to Zimbabwe. I don't think
know.
I've ever heard the words. I took a day
Zambia.
trip to Zambia. Sorry,
Yeah, I
Zambia.
stayed in Zimbabwe, took
Right.
a day trip into
go
Zambia,
take a
went
day
on
trip to
safari
Zambia.
in the morning and did Devil's Pool in the afternoon.
It's a Tuesday.
We also hear about people traveling to Napa.
Napa is super popular for wine travel, but the twist
France.
on wine travel, yeah, France. So would you think about going to Mexico for wine travel?
No. No. Good enough.
Oh, you should. You absolutely should. So the twist on wine travel is going to unexpected destinations. You would think of Mexico as going for tequila.
Yes.
We're going to San Miguel de Allende, one of my favorite cities in Mexico. It is a incredible
You been there,
wine.
Ed?
I've been. That's me
You like
right
it?
there.
Our
Oh,
Florida
I love
trip.
it. We're getting
Yeah.
some,
Ed likes
some
it.
head
Camera guy.
shakes in the studio.
Oh, wow.
It's just phenomenal. And I mean,
Wow.
it's, you know, whether you drink wine or not, the scenery alone is
Mm-hmm.
absolutely gorgeous in these vineyards. The food at this
Wow.
winery was incredible, and you got to, of course, walk through the vines.
I was gonna say your job sucks. Like it's just your Instagram is just you going to these awesome places and checking it out. That is a trip, man.
You know,
that is awesome.
You know, it's not a bad life these
No.
days,
No.
not at all. But I think a lot of folks are surprised when you talking about a place about like San Miguel de Allende or San Miguel, SMA as they call it too. It is known for its colonial architecture. It's also known, it's very safe. A lot of expats are there.
Okay.
And just incredible food. But you think of mariachi bands and the margaritas and, you know, the mezcal and the tequila.
Oh my gosh.
No, you got to think wine too, because it is such an
Wow.
incredible wine industry. And I think that's one thing about Mexico. A lot of people don't realize
Hmm.
that it's really a cool, you know, you think France, you think Napa,
Yeah.
you think California, you
Right.
even think going down into Argentina and Chile, South Africa.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to go that far. Just
Well,
go right on into Mexico.
Now all I'm thinking about is booking a flight. Jennifer, thank you so much for
It's
coming in.
great
Taking a day
see
trip
you
to Zambia.
guys.
Yeah. And you can follow her on her adventures on Instagram at Jennifer Broome Travel or on her website, sweptawaytoday.com.
Thank you so much. That was awesome.